pay attention. It is a message today about something that you need to pay attention to. Something that is being illuminated to you in this energy at the moment. So we're coming out of the new moon, and usually at the beginning of a new moon, we set an intention, something that we, are like striving to achieve. Now, whether you're doing that consciously, whether you've set an intention, or it's just happening in your life, there is something that you are being asked to pay attention to that's happening in your life right now. Kanaz is like a torch, a beacon of light that illuminates the dark corners that you might not necessarily notice normally. But something is pointing you towards them, and they could be rejected parts of yourself. And these are the rejected parts of yourself that affect your wealth, that affect your ability to feel wealthy in your life, to feel worthy of good things, of abundance. And there's some cycles that you've been growing through recently. And because of your ability to stay humble in certain situations, you are now bringing forward this, it's almost like a reward for completing certain cycles in your life. There are some things that you've put to bed. There may be some things that were particular cycles that could have been like karmic cycles. And by that, what I mean is that they were there to teach you something. They weren't there for you to cling to. And in this process, you have recently decided, I'm ready to let this go now. I'm ready to complete this cycle. I'm ready to say I'm done with that. And something that you've said that you're done with has now, it's ended. And you are reaping the rewards of that, and you are being shown more. More is being illuminated to you. This is affecting your higher self. So you are now in alignment with your higher conscience. So the movements that you're making, the ideas that you get in your mind of things that you want to do, where you want to go, it's becoming clearer and clearer now as to what direction you are to take. You are ready to commit to a particular way or path. It's become very, very obvious and clear to you, this has. And you're in this moment right now, not ready to take action at this point, but you're in an observation. I feel like you're observing what is going on around you. And that's coming from your subconscious. So you may find that perhaps you've been laid off work for a little bit, or you've been taking some time out, or you're not hanging out with the same kind of people that you normally would do. It's like you're spending more time in introspection. So let's get into the tarot cards. What do you need to know? What is it that you need to pay attention to within this? What is the most important thing that you need to pay attention to right now? Because I'm getting this feeling of like deflated or disappointment. You're not seeing that these cycles are closing out for you. Okay. It's about telling the truth. It's paying attention to where the lie is, paying attention to where the illusion is. And I feel like you're starting to realise what is consistent in your life and what is inconsistent. And I feel like you're closing out what is inconsistent. And your intuition is getting hotter and hotter on this. You are getting so much quicker at spotting what isn't right for you and moving more towards what feels truthful, what feels real. And I think real is the word. Real is the most important word, because you are becoming more real, and people are noticing that. And some people don't like it, and some people do. And you are gravitating towards those in your life that are seeing your realness, accepting your realness. And that is helping you to illuminate those parts of yourself that you would have once rejected, but not anymore. You're not doing that anymore. But you're not feeling lucky. I don't feel that you understand your ability to gain the wealth in your life that you require. It doesn't have to be financially. This is wealth in terms of like feeling like you're living the lifestyle that you want to live, that you're in a happy alignment. So there's something here about you will need to, if you haven't already, make some kind of sacrifice here. So what is this sacrifice that you need to make? The sacrifice is, it's about temptations, compulsions, things that kind of, it just becomes so comfortable, but you know that they're a temptation or a distraction. So that's what you need to pay attention to, is breaking those chains that hold you locked. Now that could be, maybe you have some kind of indulgence. I am actually picking up for some of you, this could be about dating apps in a way. It could be about meeting people, chatting with people. Not that it's an addiction, but that you've just got into a habit of like, it's a bit like going shopping, isn't it? Like retail shopping. Maybe for some of you it is about like retail therapy, you know? If you're trying to build up money, you're trying to save money, but you keep searching for clothes or furniture or something like that, and then you kind of finding yourself always back in that cycle. Well, you're about to close out some of those cycles. So whether this is, I don't know, that you are opening up conversations with people, going on dates or whatever, and then deciding it's not for you or whatever, or it's you searching on the internet, buying stuff and then wishing you hadn't bought that stuff. There's this cycle that's closing out on this. So just, you know, you will know yourself. It's a collective reading, so I can't be specific on those details, but it's something that is like a comfortable cycle that you are in, and you know it affects your wealth, you know it affects. So what I mean by that is, if you are, say, chatting to multiple people on dating apps and things like that, you're feeling thinly stretched. It's not really bringing you the quality of connection that you are after, the deepening of connection. So it's not really in alignment with what it is that you are saying that your intention is, that you want. And for others of you, it could be maybe you like to drink a lot of wine at the end of the day, or you like to have a bit of a smoke or something, but it's affecting you in other areas. So that might be like you're spending your time doing that instead of doing something that could be working towards bringing this wealth in for you. So this is what you are being guided to pay attention to, because there's an opportunity here for you to stand on your own 2 feet, to be the leader of your own life and to shine, basically. It's like you don't really need anybody else's input here. You can do this by yourself. Doesn't mean you're going to be on your own, doesn't mean you're going to be by yourself, but when you do step into that role of, I'm going to do this for me, I'm going to discipline myself here and forgive myself. There's an element of forgiveness with this, just forgiving yourself, highlighting those traits that you have and making peace with them, being happy with them and okay with them, but understanding what cycles are preventing you from achieving what it is that your intention is. So you're starting to realise that. You're realising the need to commit to yourself, to commit to a path that you know is healthy for you, and to sacrifice the cycles that are preventing you from being in that way. There's an indecision going on. There's a crossroads that you're at. You're not quite sure how to go about this. So let's see, what do you need to do next? What are you being guided to do next? You're being guided to stand in your power. You've got the ability. See this sunflower? The seed's already been planted for this glorious, sunshiny plant to pop out, to be seen. Okay? You've got the power to do this. You've got the ability to do this. Just like those rams in there, this is the ability to push through, break that seal on these cycles that are debilitating you or bringing you down or not allowing you to achieve the intention that you've set. Okay, the Emperor is a very masculine energy. It's divine masculine. Doesn't mean you're masculine. You might not be. You might be female. Pardon me. But this energy is about you understanding your ability to take the reins, to be fully powerful. There may be an element of you needing to understand strategy. So you may need to have some kind of new strategy on this as to how you go about things. This could be you, like we said before, if it's to do with social media or whatever, maybe blocking yourself on certain apps and things, giving yourself that bit of a helping hand. Now, if this resonates with you and you would like to discuss it more, drop me a DM and we can organise you a personalised reading. Have a blessed day.